Good morning, students. Welcome to the physics class. Up to the last class in the 6th lesson, we have discussed about the reflection and its properties of the light rays. You know, reflection means when light rays coming from or it moves inside a medium, when it approaches the reflecting surface, after instant on that reflecting surface, it bounces back to that same medium. It means here this is air medium. Suppose a light rays from air medium instant on the reflecting surface and it's bounced back to the same medium. So the bouncing back of the light rays after instant on the reflecting surface is known as reflection. But here we are going to discuss about refraction. Refraction means the light rays from one medium instant on the plane of separation and it enter into the another medium is known as refraction. So bouncing back of the light rays into the same medium is known as reflection, but refraction is a light rays traveling inside a one medium, that is a one transparent medium, and it is enter into the another medium, crosses through the plane of separation. So here the light coming from air medium after instant on the plane of separation, here it is not a reflecting surface, so it just becomes a plane of separation. So it is a layer of the water and the air. So above this line is air medium, below this line is a water medium. So it's just like a plane of separation, it's not a reflecting medium. So the light rays from air medium after reaching the plane of separation and it enter into the water medium. So the light rays travel in the one medium, after crossing the plane of separation it enter into the another medium is known as refraction. You know, the speed of light is very greater inside a air, medium or vacuum. So in the air or vacuum, the speed of light is greater than that of the other medium. But sound is a controversial property of light. So sound travels faster in a medium than the air or vacuum. It indicates sound and the speed of the sound and light are opposite to each other. So here light travels faster than the air or vacuum, but its speed decreases when it is entered into the medium. So the speed of the light in air is greater than that of the speed of the light in a water. So at the plane of separation, the speed of the light is different. Due to these properties, the light rays initially travel straight line in this direction. When it is entered into the water, compare with the density of water into the air, so the water has a more density, so this medium generally named as denser medium. The less denser medium is denoted as rarer medium. So here air is a rarer medium, water is a denser medium. So the light rays from rarer medium enter into the denser medium, its speed decreases. Due to this, the direction of light rays enter into the air medium to the water medium. It changes. So let us now draw the normal line at the point of incidence. The normal line means the perpendicular line to the plane of separation. Then the direction of light rays changes. So this is the actual direction, but the direction of refracted ray changes into the denser medium. So this is incident ray and this is the refracted ray. Let us now, we are known about the refraction. Next we are going to discuss about laws of refraction similar to that of laws of reflection. There are two laws of refraction here. One is, this is incident ray. So the incident ray, refracted ray and the normal line. So this board is just like this horizontal line taken as x-axis, vertical line taken as y-axis. So this is the plane of xy. So this board is xy plane. Here the incident ray, refracted ray and normal to the plane of separation, all are lies in the same plane. So these lines are in the xy plane. Therefore, this is the first law. Incident ray, refracted ray and the normal line all are lies in the same plane. The second law, according to Snell's law. So second law gives Snell's is a ratio of sine of angle of incidence in one medium. So the ratio of sine of angle of incidence in the one medium to the sine of angle of refraction in another medium. So angle of incidence is in the air medium, angle of refraction is in the water medium. So it is a ratio of sine of angle of incidence in one medium to the sine of angle of refraction in another medium is equal to refractive index. You know very well about the refractive index. We already dealt in reflection title. Refractive index is defined as the ratio of the speed of the light in air to the speed of the light in medium. So here the refractive index of the second medium to the refractive index of the first medium. It indicates sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is equal to refractive index of the second medium to the first medium. So this is the second law of refraction. Generally, this laws of refraction is known as Snell's law. It's a very important one more question. State Snell's law, state Lenz's law, or laws of refraction. எப்படி வேணாலும் இந்த क्वेश्चन கேட்கலாம். So just a formula, sin I by sin R equal to n2 by n1. Here n1 and n2 are the refractive indexes. Are you clear about laws of refraction? Yes. Next come to the angle of deviation. Here we are going to find out the angle of deviation. Before going to know about angle of deviation, you should note some angles. First, what is angle of incidence? Second, what is angle of refraction? Third, what is angle of deviation? So here the questions are what is angle? So you can start the question. Answer for that question is, it is an angle between. So what is angle of incidence? Is an angle between incident line or incident ray to the normal line is known as angle of incidence line. And then what is angle of refraction? Yes, it is defined as the angle between the refracted ray to the normal ray. Then what is angle of reflection? Yes, it is an angle between the reflected ray to the normal ray. Now, what is angle of deviation? So deviation means changing the direction of the light rays. So it is the angle between the actual path of the light rays to the deviated ray. So the angle of deviation, look this diagram. So this is the incident ray. This is normal to the refracting surface. So this is denser medium, rarer medium. I already told that when light rays enter from rarer medium to the denser medium, its path changes. Similarly, it enters from denser medium to the rarer medium, and its path is also changes. Anyhow, the denser or rarer, the different refract indexes mediums, light crosses through this medium, definitely its path changes. Due to this, differ the speed of the light. So its direction changes. So this is the refracted ray. So what is angle of deviation? So this is actual path extended by the dotted lines. Now this is a refracted ray. So the angle of deviation is defined as angle between the incident ray to the refracted ray or deviated ray. So it's the angle between the incident ray to the refracted ray. Here one important point to note it. I already told that the speed of the light inside the air or vacuum is greater than that of the medium. So here this is rarer medium, this is denser medium. So its speed is greater at the rarer medium, just like air or vacuum. Suppose here I am going to take the denser medium as a glass, rarer medium as a water, because density of glass is more than the water. Okay, then the speed of the light through the water or glass is greater. Yes, the speed of the light is greater at water because water is a rarer medium compared with the glass. So its speed is greater in water than the glass. So the light enters from rarer medium to the denser medium, its speed decreases. When the speed of the light decreases, the refracted ray is closer to the denser medium. Refracted ray is closer to the normal light. So this is the concept. When light rays enter from rarer medium to the denser medium, the refracted ray moves closer to the normal line. Suppose the light rays enter from denser medium to the rarer medium, its speed increases. So the refracted ray moves away from the normal line. So first look the first diagram. The light rays enter from rarer medium to the denser medium. So the angle of deviation is towards, or the refracted ray moves towards the denser medium. So this is angle of refraction. From this diagram, what is the value of angle of deviation d? So d is equal to, so this is angle of instance I, this is normal line. Okay, therefore this total angle, because these are the opposite angles, so this total angle is equal to angle of instance I. Then how to write angle of deviation? We want this angle only. So total is I, the remaining part is R. Therefore I am going to subtract the value I minus R. We get angle of deviation D. Suppose the light entered from denser medium to the rarer medium. Denser medium to the rarer medium. So just like this is a, okay, look here. So this I am going to take denser medium is in the upper part, rarer medium in the lower part. Suppose the light rays enter from denser medium to the rarer medium. What will happen? Yes, the speed of the light increases. So this is actual direction. I already told that the speed of the light increases. So the light enters from denser medium to the rarer medium. The refracted ray moves away from the normal line. So the refraction takes place along this line due to the speed increases. So this total angle is known as refraction. I already told that what is a refraction? Yes, it is an angle between refracted ray to the normal line. This is angle of incidence, I. Okay, so this is actual direction, therefore this is also equal to angle of incident side because the opposite angles are equal. Then what is angle of deviation? This total angle is refraction, this part is angle of incidence. So the angle of deviation is defined as angle between the incident ray. So this is the direction of incident ray to the refracted ray is known as angle of deviation D. So from the diagram we can write angle of deviation D is equal to the total angle is R minus I. We get R minus I is equal to angle of deviation D. R minus I. Okay. Here I minus R, here R minus I. Are you clear about the angle of deviation? Okay. Next, we are going to discuss about simultaneous reflection or refraction. You know the term simultaneous. Simultaneous means at the same time. Here the two processes occurs at the same time is known as simultaneous. For any medium or all the medium or all the surfaces, refraction takes place. Simultaneously reflection is also takes. You know, just a glass plate. If you standing in front of the glass plate, your face is mildly or slightly appeared in the glass plate. You feel that? Definitely your face is slightly appeared on the glass plate. So, when you standing in front of the mirror, the reflection takes place. But suppose if you standing in front of the glass, refraction only takes place. But actually, simultaneously reflection is also takes place. So it indicates all the mediums undergoes reflection and refraction or execute reflection and refraction simultaneously. So even a glass, maximum part of light refracted, only a few part of light reflected. So a medium possesses reflection and refraction of the light rays. This phenomenon is known as simultaneous reflection and refraction. So the light instead of travel from rarer medium to denser medium, some part of light undergoes refraction and remaining part of light undergoes reflection simultaneously. This is known as simultaneous reflection and or refraction. You know, this is angle of incident side, this is angle of reflection or this is angle of refraction or. So I am going to take R1 and R2. R1 is angle of reflection, R2 is angle of refraction. Are you clear about the simultaneous reflection or refraction? Okay. Next, we are going to discuss about laws of reflection, refraction, angle of deviation, simultaneous reflection or refraction. Over. Next, we are going to discuss about principle of reversibility. Reversibility means retrace the same path. Here the light rays undergoes reversibility when we place the reflecting surface normal to the direction of refracted ray. So initially the light rays from air to the water, it undergoes a refraction. I am going to place one plane mirror which is exactly normal to the refracted ray. So it undergoes reflection. So it gets reflection from this plane mirror. Its path is opposite to the direction of refracted ray and similarly opposite to the direction of incident ray. So actually the light is coming from this direction and enter into the rarer medium in this direction. Suppose if you place a plane mirror perpendicular to the direction of light rays, its path reversed. Is known as reversibility. So the path of the phenomenon of path of the light get reversed is known as reversibility principle of the light rays. Okay, next we are going to discuss about important 2 mark question, relative refractive index. You know, relative means it compared one refractive index to the another refractive index. So look this diagram. I am going to take the water as a second medium, so refractive index is denoted by N2, R is the first medium, refractive index is N1. Relative refractive index means it compares the refractive index of the one medium to the another medium. So here N2 by N1 indicates refractive index of the second medium to the first medium. So it is generally denoted as N21. So N21 is a relative refractive index of the second medium with respect to first medium. So abhinna second medium to the refractive index first medium to compare pandra. Then what is the term of N1 by N2? Yes, it is a relative refractive index of the first medium to the second medium. In the first medium to second medium to compare pandra. So it can be generally N12. Among this concept, we are going to say about the 2 important principles among the relative refractive indexes. One, look here, chain rule. N31. Similarly, among this N21, N12, how to define N31? Yes, it is a relative. Yes, it is a relative refractive index of the third medium to the first medium. It is equal to N3 by N1. Now I am going to modify this equation by multiplying N2 divided by N2. Then rewrite this equation as N3 by N2 into N2 by N1. So here N3 by N2 means relative refractive index of third medium to the second medium. Here second medium to the first medium. Then how to write third medium to the second medium? Yes, N32. Second medium to the first medium is N21. Therefore, how to write N31? N31 equal to N32 into N21. So the relative refractive index of the third medium to the first medium can be written as third medium to the second medium into second medium to the first medium. So this is a chain, and it is a chain rule of the relative refractive index.